feel like I haven't really done much of a major update. I've just kind of been doing little spurts of things, mostly because in the last week or so, that's pretty much all I've had time to do, and there hasn't been enough to vlog that I've considered important to put on the channel. But a lot has happened since the last video. You guys saw, particularly the last training video. Zoom goes to boarding on Monday. And she'll come and get him and take his stuff and keep him for 3 weeks. She may bring him back on the weekends. I haven't decided what I'm doing with that. It really does depend on the weather, because if we're gonna have really weird swings in the weather where it's gonna be super cold or windy or rainy, I can't really take him unless I really have to, because if there's somebody that can take care of him better when the weather's bad, that it's better if she keeps him. So, yeah. So his training is going really well right now. His downstay has gotten 10 times better. He now knows the command place. We've been working on that. I have a couch in my house now, which I decided to get after we came back from Kansas City, because I have a dog that likes to snuggle, and so I can sit on there. Usually in the evening, it's kind of my TV spot, but Zoom lies on there. It's kind of his dog bed, but that's kind of our spot. So that's kind of one of the places we've been practicing place, is on the couch, but then I tell him to place in the recliner in my room, which, yes, he does fit in it, barely, but he does fit in it. Yeah, so the training's been going really well. I've been trying to work with him every day, because Mom's like, the more you work with him, the smarter he'll be. The housebreaking is a little bit better. My issue now is he has been eating his poop, and I'm trying to kind of forestall that. So I don't know if I think he's still eating it, but he may not be working at it as bad as he was, because I've noticed his breath hasn't been as bad the last couple of days. It's still kind of bad, but it's nowhere near where it was. But as soon as the weather warms up, I'm gonna sit out there and pick up the poop as soon as he goes. That way he's not gonna get into it. But I'm kind of in a catch-22, because I took the fence in my yard down, and now he's going on the other side of the yard, and I can't see what he's doing. So I'm gonna see if I can actually, so as soon as I can take care of that, I will. He has to go back to the vet on Friday, because I was trying to get him back to the vet before he goes for boarding. So I'm doing that. And then the trainer's coming on Friday as well for kind of what's going to be our last private lesson before she takes him. I'll try to work with him for at least another day before she takes him and stuff. He's back in his crate at night, because, I mean, he had a big humongous accident the last time I had him loose overnight. And Mom's like, he's going back in his crate. And I'm like, yep. So what I've been doing is, he really does settle down better if I give him a treat before bed. He's like a kid. If I don't give him a treat before bed, he doesn't settle down. And so I just essentially been giving him peanut butter before bed, and that keeps him busy while I get ready for bed, and I take off his training collar and put him in his crate. And stuff like that. So that seems to have been working fairly well. We're still working on the eating poop issue because you're supposed to give it to them for a week, and they should stop, but we'll see. I imagine it does take a little bit to hit their system and all that. He didn't touch it yesterday, but he touched it last night, so I don't know. And like I said, since I can't see what he's doing in the yard, I'm kind of up a creek. So yeah, so that's kind of where this is right now. And my next training update will most likely, unless I get an update from Emily while he's at her house and stuff, my next update on his training probably won't be until sometime in February. And I'll probably still be playing catch up on the videos because I shot so much this month. So we'll see where that goes. So that's kind of my update. And there goes my hey guys, sorry for the abrupt cut off. It's the next day, and what happened was the clip that holds my phone holder on the thing attached to my desk, which I also have on my wheelchair, it broke. Don't ask me how, but it broke. So my phone fell out of the holder, and then I couldn't get the holder back together where it was holding correctly. So I had to call up the place that makes these mounts and tell them what the problem was, and they sent me a replacement. And they're relatively close, so I was able to get it today. So that's what happened, and that's why I had such an abrupt cutoff from the last clip. So I don't know what I was talking about in the last clip, but to continue with updates, Zoom had his recheck for his ear. He's fine. And I did find out from my trainer that he needs to be vaccinated for kennel cough, which he is, which is just as well since he's going to be going to grooming and boarding. And I think I mentioned this in another other video I had. He's gonna have a couple of extra shots that my other dogs didn't have because he's gonna be around a lot of dogs. And a lot of dogs that I don't personally know. So that's, I mean, I know my family dogs are all vaccinated and up to snuff and all that. So I'm not really worried about that. It's just like having him around a lot of other dogs all the time that I don't know if they'll get something or whatever. But so he's vaccinated for canine influenza and Bordetella, which is kennel cough. Interesting thing, the booster that he was given, which is the distemper booster, is like a combo vaccine. And I guess with this vaccine, they added the COVID-19, which dogs can also get, and they can get it from people. And I don't know if people can get it from dogs, but I assume they can, that it'll go back and forth. It's kind of like how ringworm is transmitted between animals and people. So same type of disease where it can be transmitted between people and animals. But that makes sense that the booster that they came out with either last year or the year before has the COVID-19 in it, the COVID-19 vaccine in it. So, but yeah, so he's vaccinated from COVID as well. So we'll see. I mean, he's up to date on his shots. He's good with the kennel cough until the summer. And I'll probably get his booster for the kennel cough when I take him in to get fixed, because I'm gonna have to stay on top of that because he's going into boarding at least for the next year. So, and I'll get another one if I need to. If he needs to go for grooming again, I might top him off and make sure he's square on his shots. I just have to pay a little bit more because he has 2 extra vaccines I didn't get for my other dogs. And I didn't have to pay for his recheck today, so that was kind of nice. So I'm just kind of touching base with all my stuff that I was doing today. The trainer's coming today, and Zoom starts his boarding on Monday. So I got to get everything square with that. I have like 4 things I have to give to the trainer before she takes him. Give her the rundown that give him his bone with some peanut butter before bed or he does not settle down. He definitely needs something to do in his kennel before he goes to sleep or he does not settle down. He's like a kid. He has to wind down because if you just shove him in his crate, he will fuss. And he doesn't bark a lot. He really only barks to alert, which retrievers tend to do. Retrievers in general are not super barky. Certain strains of labs tend to be, give or take, but he's much more generic lab where he is only barking to alert, or he's unsure about something. That's really the only time he'll bark. But other than that, he doesn't bark at weird, he doesn't bark when I'm having every ordinary noises around the house. So he's fine. Yeah, so that's kind of the rest of the update. And I'll probably give a rundown for his training. It'll be sometime next month. I'll do another training video like I did a few weeks back after he gets back from his boarding, which is going to be a little easier after he does that. Emily says he'll be way better. So yeah, so that's about it for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one.